Hello, Michael. How are you doing?
Hey, Daria. Very good. It's been a great summer so far, and it's good to be here with you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us. I know you're a busy man, and there's probably a lot of going on, so I won't be going too much into small talk, and let's go into the questions.
Absolutely.
I'd like to ask you the first question. Obviously, Jumeirah has established themselves as a major luxury hospitality brand. What are the key strategies for you to maintain that brand equity?
Yeah. Look, it's an incredibly exciting moment for us right now. This year, actually, we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of Jumeirah Burj Al Arab. And as we know, that building really put Jumeirah on the map and redefined really how I think the marketplace looked at luxury hospitality. So we're very lucky, right? We have an iconic story right from the very beginning, which again we don't take for granted, and we can continue to develop. I think the second is the distinction. All right, we are a proudly Arabian brand, and with that comes a responsibility and a distinction that we have that no one else really has in the marketplace, which is also incredibly exciting. Finally, we like to say that we're this modulus of global conversation, culture, and connection. All right, and what I mean by that is that we really are a meeting place for the world to connect. And I think that's not just a trait of Jumeirah, but it's also reflective of Dubai and the way this city embraces global culture from all around the world. So I think those are three strategies that you'll see more from us coming forward.
Fantastic. And obviously quite a regional success story and a huge ambition to be the global luxury hospitality brand. And you've done an incredible job there. What are the biggest challenges?
Thank you. Well, I mean, we've got a lot of work still to do, but when you think about our regional success, I like to think of us as the best kept secret. All right, we have such an amazing story and a proposition that really the world does not know about yet, and that really is forefront in our strategy moving forward. To do that, we retain connection to our core values, and those core values are demonstrated by the service experience you find on our properties. And they're really built around three simple pillars: warmth, generosity, and joy. They really influence everything that we do. And as we continue to go to market, maintaining that consistency is key, but also reflecting and adapting to the local market we'll find ourselves. So international expansion obviously is incredibly important, ensuring that we retain our values, but also respect the cultural nuances or the sensitivity of the cultures and the marketplace we find ourselves in is going to be front and center of our thinking too.
Brilliant. I know you guys have got a huge ambition to double your portfolio. What are the challenges in terms of trying to maintain that level of exceptional service, the quality of the brand? How are you going to address that?
Look, I think you touch on it straight away. Delivering exceptional service at global scale is a challenging opportunity. So our team, I can say that with confidence, the spirit of Jumeirah lives really through all of our colleagues. So our teams around the world really embody everything that we believe as a brand. Maintaining that standard is the challenge, though. So training is obviously front and center of our thinking here. Recognizing as well that as we develop, we need to take people on the journey with us. So ensuring the consistency of that brand experience never dies.
What I'm actually particularly excited is your background. It's not traditional hospitality. I know you come from the retail industry, and having worked for such iconic brands as Nike, Gucci, BMW, what are you bringing to Jumeirah from all that experiences? And it must be exciting.
It's been a bit of a journey. Look, I think the thing that gives me the most confidence is that my guest or my client of Gucci yesterday is my current guest of Jumeirah today. So my knowledge and understanding of sort of that luxury client and that luxury guest, I think puts me in good standing for this new journey that we're embarking on. I think what fashion brands in particular do probably better than anyone in the luxury space is understand how to build brand desirability. And as we develop the brand, certainly position the brand in international markets, brand desirability is a big thing we were going to be looking at, and using our story, and our origins to inform and fuel that brand desirability. And finally, I think the idea of modern clienteling practices. So when you think about, again, I talked earlier around understanding the guest, well, my guest today and my former client of yesterday, innovative CRM strategies that help us personalize that guest experience and really elevate the overall proposition of what Jumeirah means to our guests today.
One of the challenge going into different markets, different regions, those cultural nuances, how are you approaching that in terms of delivering what different customers want in different regions?
I think that's one of the most exciting opportunities of this next chapter of Jumeirah. We're very clear that exceeding customer expectations, exceeding the expectation of our guests is front and center. As we enter new markets, understanding the cultural dynamics and the landscape in which we find ourselves is fundamental. So blending and using our story that comes from being a very proud Arabian brand and working with a locality that has its own strong sense of identity and culture, blending these two stories together is what really makes magic. And when we're able to do this and achieve this, this is where we elevate the entire guest experience. So in one sense, it very much is a challenge because our guest today is that luxury guest that is always coming to us with the highest of standards and expectation. At the same time, as a brand and as an organization, we absolutely will rise to that challenge. And again, you see this in proof point in the properties that we have, not just here in Dubai, but around the world. And continuing that standard as we grow internationally will be what you can expect from us.
You worked with brands of influence. How will Jumeirah position itself as a brand of influence within that luxury hospitality?
Well, if you think back to our origins and the role that the Middle East played historically in the global landscape, the Middle East is where East met West and West met East. So there's always been a value exchange, and that value has ultimately been in ideas and thought. So thought leadership for us is going to be a strategy that we'll absolutely lead into. Thought leadership, I think, is a good example that we find ourselves here today with. We're hosting you in one of our properties. We're bringing the best minds in the hospitality world together under our roof. This is a good example of the thought leadership that you can expect to see more of us from at Jumeirah. I think the second part to that question is around collaborations and partnerships and really working with those partners that are going to help us deepen our cultural conversation. All right. Thought leadership and cultural conversation goes hand in hand. So helping foster and push those forward is critical. And then finally, sustainability. All right. Sustainability, we know, is an incredibly important topic of our time. I know that today and yesterday, it's been a big topic of conversation here at FHS. And again, we have a very clear and robust plan of how we put the importance of our planet at the center of our thinking, but also through this idea and this concept of a life well led, where, it's about a holistic understanding of you and how your contribution, not just within yourself, but also to the planet, can make a difference.
Amazing. Incredible. And thank you so much for hosting us. I think the overall experience, everyone who attended this year will agree, has been incredible and exceptional. Brilliant. And the level of customer service, the attention to detail has been absolutely incredible.
Well, this is great feedback. So thank you for sharing it with me. I appreciate it.
No, absolutely. At FHS, we know that communities are incredibly important and see ourselves as ultimately the meeting place and serving our community, and FHS World, all our other events are ultimately the gathering for our community, connecting and helping initiate some important conversations, supporting customers and industry's objectives overall. How does Jumeirah foster a sense of community and build that strong affinity?
Yeah. Well, I touched on earlier around this concept, which I say, Jumeirah, we're a majlis of global culture, conversation, and connection. When you enter our properties, in our lobbies, you find a bustling array of people from all over the world. And it's very much what you find here at FHS today. So building lifelong bonds, as we like to say at Jumeirah, is ultimately one of our core strategies. And we have some really great examples of that, where we've had guests that have come together as a couple, have then had a family with themselves, and now have grandchildren, all still guests of the Jumeirah brand, which is really special to see. Now, that doesn't restrict us just to our guests. We also have corporate stories very much in the same lens. If you think around our F&B, we have a mother and son combination where at Pier Chic, our executive chef, Chef Beatrice, her son, executive chef Luca, is the executive chef of Calavista. So even on property, we have a mother-son story there, which again is a great example of the generational bond that we have across all of our properties.
It's fabulous. Absolutely love it. You're at FHS. What do you see is the role of events like FHS World in helping develop innovation, bring community together? What's your view on that? And
look, there. I think I can answer that in two ways. Selfishly, it's a great chance for us as a brand to obviously host you and really show you what Jumeirah hospitality is. We like to say that Arabian hospitality really is Jumeirah hospitality. So we get to then put the world on stage and give all of your guests and our colleagues the chance to experience the very best of Jumeirah hospitality. The second part to that is very much like you touched on. It's a chance for us to be inspired. It's a chance for us to learn from the industry, to meet colleagues from other parts of the industry that you typically wouldn't get a chance to hear from or meet with. And I think that cross-pollination of ideation and thought is incredibly important. And again, as a brand, it is something that we put a lot of value on. And as a moment in time, FHS brings the industry together. So it's my first FHS. I've been here since Sunday evening, and again, I've had a chance to meet professionals from all over the world. So it really is a global moment that we're able to host here in Dubai.
Fabulous. And how has it been, the experience at FHS World 2024 for you?
Like I say, for me, it's been incredibly educational and informative, which I think is one of the core reasons why we have conference like this. It's given me greater knowledge on the industry itself, but also some of the trends that we're seeing. So I've been incredibly inspired. It's also been a great networking moment. Like I say, getting a chance to meet colleagues from other brands, but also other parts of the industry too, whether they be asset managers or potential buyers and developers, is typically something that sort of isn't in my typical wheelhouse. So from a networking point of view, it's been fantastic.
Oh, fabulous. Really good to hear. We're ultimately here to provide valuable meeting place for the industry and for Jumeirah specifically.
Absolutely.
As one of our partners. I'll wrap it up with the final question. Yeah. There's been lots of discussions here, lots of trends. We're talking about future hospitality, obviously future of the hospitality. What has been maybe one of the insights or learning that you've, or trend identified for yourself that you see is something exciting and look forward to?
I think there's been three that I've seen, which I'm excited to say is very much aligned with where we're thinking and ultimately where we're looking to take both the brand and business. I think the first is the role of AI. So AI, I think for all of us, has been a big topic of conversation so far across the 2 days. And at Jumeirah, we're actually piloting a number of AI programs to understand how AI can be used to elevate and enhance the guest experience. So that's an exciting part. I think personalisation, all right? Personalisation, we know when we think through the lens of luxury in particular, the personal experience is the ultimate experience that we can give to our guests. So personalisation has been another trend that seems to be consistent across all parts of the industry. And then I think the final piece, and again, I can't underscore how important this is, it's sustainability. All right, sustainability really has been a topic of conversation right from our keynote opening address yesterday morning through to the breakouts that we see now. Sustainability is critically important for all of us. And again, I'm really pleased and confident to say that we have some really robust plans in place that help us play our role in the sustainability conversation too. So far it's been a great 2 days. Thank you for hosting.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I know you've got a lot to do now as well, so I'll let you go. Thank you so much again for speaking with us, and I hope the rest of the day is a success as well.
Thank you for the conversation. It's been great to spend some time, and I look forward to seeing you here soon.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
Thank you.